A big mistake many freelancers make is to only think about what they want to get and not take the time to understand what their clients want. To be successful, you need to have a good understanding of what your clients need and what their fears and concerns are. So today we are going to look at freelancing from the perspective of a client. The relationship between you as a freelancer and your clients is like any other relationship. All good relationships are built on a foundation of trust. So the number one thing your clients need to know is if they can trust you. They need to know that you can do the job that they are hiring you to do and that you will do it right. They need to know that they can trust you to not overcharge for your time. They need to know that they can trust you not to share their files, misuse them, or misuse your access. The trust of your clients is based on two things: your character and your competence. Now, your competence is about your skills, and there are several ways that you can show that you are competent. So first, you can communicate competence in the way that you communicate with clients. It should always be clear and accurate. You should be communicating frequently enough. And in this challenge, you will learn how to do all of those things. The second way to show your competence is by working quickly and staying on schedule or ahead of schedule. And I will show you later how to make sure that you finish every project you do on time. A third way to show your competence is by showing attention to detail. Your work should always have almost no mistakes. One big mistake that I see many freelancers doing is they're having lots of typos and incorrect punctuation and capitalization in their job proposals. So when a client sees that proposal, they will immediately judge you as someone who doesn't pay attention to details, and they probably won't trust you to do good work for them if you are writing proposals with all of those type of mistakes. So as a freelancer, you need to earn the trust of your clients by being very professional and showing that you really are an expert at what you do. Now, the second aspect of trust is character. You need to show your clients that they can trust you by demonstrating character in everything you do. Now, one definition of character or integrity is doing what is right when no one is looking. Another definition is doing what is right when it costs you, when it hurts. A lack of integrity or a lack of character will possibly give you a short-term advantage as a freelancer. For example, there may be fees on the freelancing platforms that you need to pay. And if you break the rules of the freelancing platform, you may be able to put some more money in your pocket. But integrity is the only viable strategy for long-term success. If you are cheating, breaking the rules, being dishonest, in the long term, it will come back and bite you. So platforms like Upwork are semi-anonymous platforms. You can create fake profiles pretty easily. There's not a lot of checking going on. So there's a lot of dishonesty on these platforms. And when you are showing integrity and complete honesty, it will give you a strong competitive advantage because your applications for jobs will really stand out from the crowd when you are showing complete integrity. So integrity starts with honesty. You should never even shade the truth. You should always be 100% straightforward with your clients about everything. You should always be completely honest about your skills. Never say that you can do something that you don't know how to do yet. If you are using artificial intelligence in any of your work, you need to be very upfront with your clients and tell them when and how you use artificial intelligence. So you should never use artificial intelligence when you're submitting a proposal for a job. I see this frequently in proposals. People used artificial intelligence to write the proposal or part of their proposal, and it really stands out because the content that it creates follows certain patterns that are very different than the normal style of the freelancer. So if you write something and you use artificial intelligence for it, maybe some people won't notice, but others will, and you will immediately lose trust and you will lose opportunities by doing that. You can use artificial intelligence in some of your work, but be sure to disclose it to your client and make sure that they're okay with that. The next thing, be aware of: never use plagiarized work, something that you didn't write and you're pretending to write. The next thing you need to do to show your character is by keeping agreements. So the first way to do this is by following the terms of service for the platform like Upwork. When a client sees that you are following the rules and you're not willing to violate them for your advantage or their advantage, then they will know that they can trust you to keep your agreements with them also. And also, when you make agreements with a client, you need to do everything that you said you would do, even if in the end it's going to cost you. It may hurt a little bit now, but by keeping your commitments, it will pay off later with repeat work from perhaps that client and other clients. Another way to show your character is by not stealing. There are software and tools that you need to use as a freelancer, and those pieces of software often require a license. You may have a license that you can use for your personal use, but when you're freelancing, you're going to have a license that allows business use. So you need to make sure that you're not using any cracked software. You're not using things that don't have the proper license, but you are using software that you have the appropriate licenses for. This is especially important if you do work for people in the creative area, because you will be using images and assets in the work that you deliver to your clients. And if those assets don't have proper licenses, it can cause a big problem for your clients. For example, one time I hired a person to create an app for me, and the app looked pretty good. It was working, but there were some animations that he used in the app, and I found out that he had just taken them off the internet. I was not able to get a proper license for those, so I was not able to publish that app in the App Store. So it ended up to be a huge waste of money for me. So you need to make sure that when you are working for people, that all of the assets that you use in creating your stuff has appropriate licenses. There's no copyright issues that will cause a problem for your clients. If you have been somebody in the past who cuts corners, shades the truth, now is a good time to change and commit to working with integrity so that you don't take a chance of ruining your reputation or ruining your whole career as a freelancer. So as we go through this challenge, I expect complete honesty in all of the assignments. And when you're going out on the platforms like Upwork and you're creating your profile, I expect that everything should be 100% true. You should use your real age, your real photo, real information about your education and your work experience. And one of the great things about freelancing is that your education isn't really important. What really matters is that you know how to do the work and you can show clients that they can trust you. So your profile you should use to show employers that they can trust you because you have the competence and character that is required to do great work for them.